Welcome to New York City Visions. I'm your host and fellow New Yorker, Malsman. We're going to try to make this a Wall Street support the Wall Street occupation, economic justice. We're going to try to turn this into a two-parter. This will be part two. We're still in the park, and the demonstrators are marching now. You've got the Corps in the park doing signs and feeding demonstrators, and there's a tremendous togetherness here. These folks are really coming together. There's something really unifying about what we're looking at. Hi, and you're?
I'm Jenna and Matanza.
Jenna, hi. Oh, you're a sign maker?
Yes.
Okay, what have you got? Are you making signs sort of on order, or the people coming up and asking you for the signs?
I'm making signs of the earth.
Of the earth?
Yeah.
Okay. What are some of these signs?
Oh, I took a picture of it.
Oh, okay, there you go. So.
Isn't it beautiful?
Wow. Is that a sign?
Yes, it's actually a flag.
Gotcha.
A flag of the earth. It was right where we are, but it just got moved.
Have you been here from the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah. How has it grown since then? What sense are you getting from the folks over here?
Oh, there's a great sense of solidarity and the great joy. Yeah. People seem to really be happy to be here and to be together and to just have different outlets for arts and cultures and media and discuss politics and the things that they want to develop in their future.
Yeah. And pizza being sent in.
Oh, and this revolution includes pizza.
Yeah.
And kombucha on tap. We just 10 minutes ago, someone showed up with 2 different types of kombucha on tap.
Okay, what is kombucha? Explain kombucha.
Kombucha is like a fungus, kind of like a mushroom that you keep in a jar, and you feed it tea and sugar, and then it grows, and then you can break it off into pieces, and it has babies too, and you make a tea out of it, and it's just super good for you.
Well, I didn't have my earpiece in, so I guess I'm going to hear this later on, but did you say fungus?
Yeah, it's a fungus.
Okay, that hurt, but it's tasty.
It's really tasty. Have you yet to try it?
Yeah, I left it someplace. I'm going to have to go looking for it.
Oh, yeah, it kind of tastes like beer or something.
So it's a fungus, and explain it again now that I hear it's a fungus.
Well, you keep it in a glass jar, and you feed it lots of sugar, black tea, and then it grows. Yeah.
It's a living organism.
It's a living organism. It will have babies. It has babies.
And what's the name of the organism?
Kombucha.
Kombucha.
Yeah.
And what is it native to? What country?
South America.
South America. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna have to go find my kombucha.
Yeah, go try it.
Again, your name is
Jenna.
Jenna. Jenna, have you been here from the beginning?
Yes.
Okay. And it has grown since then.
Well, today is a really big day. Today's a huge march.
Right. That's what's going on. Jenna, thank you very much. And kombucha.
Yeah, kombucha. Kombucha and pizza.
Kombucha and pizza.
Never forget.
Folks, kombucha and pizza, the combo works.
The combo works.
The combo works. Thank you, Jen. Okay, moving along, we're gonna kind of walk with the marches a little bit. You can hear what's going on. Let's listen to some of the music as we go.
All day, all week, occupy Wall Street. All day, all week. All day, all week, occupy Wall Street. All day, all week, occupy Wall Street.
All day, all week.
We're on the line. Occupy the Hood, Twitter, Revolution Anti-West is bullshit. You should be here. Occupy the Hood. So you're in the line of march right now. We're marching together. We've kind of left it behind a little bit, and that's what's happening. And that's what's going on. We're kind of moving around. I've got a new battery in. I'm gonna put myself on pause and get back in the car and see who else we can find. Let's. I was in Port for one, so let's do it again. I'm going to start from the beginning. You folks have been sleeping. This is going to sound strange. You folks have been sleeping here. You've been here since September 17th, right?
Almost 12 days.
12 days. And again, we were talking about the weather because I had the machine on pause. We were talking about the weather, and you were talking about the homeless sleeping in the rain all the time. So relate to your experience here.
Yeah, like I said, the homeless sleeping in the rain and in the snow and in all the weather. They don't have a choice, and we should be in solidarity with that. They're the poorest among us, and we're here for poor people, you know. And I'm not rich. I don't go to college, you know. I lost my job, so the poor people have taught people up here how to sleep. The college kids have learned to put cardboard down and then a tarp and then another tarp, you know.
Okay. And your name again is?
Ellis Roberts.
Ellis Roberts. Thank you very much. I'm going to try to do. I believe my machine was out of pause all this time. And I'm going to try to walk around here. I was with William Kunstler, the famed political activist and attorney here in New York City. His widow has written a book, Hell No, excuse me, about demonstrating and protesting the way things are. And I'm going to try to. Hi, folks.
Hi.
I was just speaking with you, and I had the machine in pause. So if you just give me 2 minutes.
Who are you, may I ask?
Herb Malsman. What are your book radio? I was speaking to this lady. You've written a book, the author of Hell No. And what is the book again? What does it describe?
Hell no, it's your right to dissent in 21st century America.
Right. Now you...
Who are you doing this for, by the way?
Audiobookradio.net
Oh, okay.
Internet Archive.
Okay.
Now the book came out about a month ago.
Yes.
This demonstration started September 17th.
Right.
So you found out about it, and you were saying that this is a different kind of demonstration.
Yes, it is a very different type of demonstration. When we finished the book, we were practically in mourning for the right to demonstrate, because so many things have happened and so many laws have been passed and so many police activities have come upon us, like these gates and the netting and the ninja costumes and the arrests of people and keeping them in jail until the demonstrations are over. And all of these things, even rubber bullets once in Northern California. So all of these things had really frightened people away from demonstrating. And, you know, we believe that social change is only going to happen in the streets. And we were extremely worried that if the pattern continued, that people would just be afraid to demonstrate, and we had no real voice in this country.
And this is a different one because it's...
And this is different. And this is different because it's has a whole new feel to it. It is, you know, it is taking after European and Middle Eastern demonstrators, take over a piece of property and stay with it. It's a younger people thing. It uses the internet to publicize it. It has all new aspects to it that are is a new beginning for us.
I kind of think the internet, I'm glad I came back here now, the internet, what's happening in Libya and what's happening in Cairo and what's happening in, all of a sudden folks can get on the internet, folks can get on the internet and see the inequality.
Yeah.
Between the classes,
Right.
And they hear about the billions of dollars that Gaddafi is hiding and Mubarak is hiding, and it really is an economic thing, because here they are with nothing, and the leaders have everything, and they're getting this off the internet.
Right.
So basically, they learn firsthand how they're being treated. And the internet has had a lot. It's been and now you're William Kunstler's widow.
Yes.
And your name again is
Margaret Ratner Kunstler.
And William Kunstler, we learned in the little practice session we had that I thought he died during a summation in the courtroom, but he did not.
No, he didn't.
He did not. And I did interview your late husband at Abby Hoffman's memorial at the Palladium on 14th Street. And I remember when I was speaking to him, he was representing Joey Heatherton at the time, a shoplifting case. You don't know what the outcome was. You don't recall what the outcome was.
I don't recall.
I think, do we have it all covered now?
I think we do.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Ooh, I got a chance to go back and correct my mistake. Thank you very much. Okay, and then from there, we stopped over and saw a lady here. Her name is Marcy, and I see Marcy right there. Marcy, hi. Well, we spoke before, but my machine was at pause.
Okay.
And I'm about to speak to the coaches again, but do you remember what we were talking about?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to say hi, Marcy. Tell us about this. Tell us about this coaching vision.
Okay.
Sound familiar?
Yes, it does. You want the whole spiel again?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, I'll try.
Okay.
Okay, well, basically what this table is doing, the coaching table, is you have a lot of people, thousands of people every day milling around, and they're not, and everybody has different talents, and they're not really sure where to go. They're not sure, they want to help. How can I help? I really want to be here. I really want to help. Where should I go? What should I do? So they come to the coaching table, and the coaches help direct them to find where they will best be able to help this whole thing. So some people are artists, some people are economists, there are lawyers, there are medics, there are people, visionaries, there are people who have great ideas, and so it's kind of helping people, directing people to, you have all the artists here, as you can see, and it's helping people find where they can be of most help.
Well, just a couple of feet east of the table, William Kunstler's widow
Oh, really?
has written a book, Hell No, about demonstrations.
Uh-huh.
And it came out about a month. It's called Hell No. And it came out about a month ago. And of all things, she said this is different because a space is being occupied.
Yes, it is. Occupy Wall Street. And it's so interesting, it's just all these things just sprung up, and it's still being organized. It's just something that's just starting up, and it's just really an amazing thing. How many people are here, and it's a lot of energy.
And William Kunstler, wow. I had him on my program in the 80s at the Abby Hoffman Memorial.
Oh, really?
Palladium. Yeah,
Oh, really?
He was representing Joey Hetherington in a shoplifting case at the time.
Really?
Which I thought was kind of strange for William Kunstler.
Would you like to meet
Yeah,
Michael?
okay.
Okay.
We're
Do you
gonna-
have a card or anything? Or
No, I don't.
All right. What's your name?
Herb Malsman.
Or what?
Herb Malsman.
Okay.
Okay, we're moving over now. I think there's still an interview going. Oh, we're going to speak to one of the folks. What is your relationship?
Well, Michael I'm helping
Okay.
him organize, but he is actually a certified coach.
So you're organizing the organization.
I'm helping. Well, no, I'm not. I'm just helping.
Okay,
This is Michael. He's a coach.
And you're a coach. Explain what a coach does and what's going on here.
Okay, so basically a few days ago, we created a coalition that we're calling Coaching Visionaries, which is a group of coaches that came together to support and empower what's going on down here. We talk with individuals to help them get clear about their vision for the world, or what their unique purpose within this movement that's happening might be. We're here to sort of empower people to step forth and do what they see needs to be done right now.
And you kind of have a seating plan. You know where all the organizations are, and you're directing folks to something that fits best for them?
Sort of. I mean, there are certain working groups and things like that. That's not really our function. There's information table and things like that. Like if people just want to come and volunteer to serve food, for example, like they wouldn't come to us. But what we're more about is,
the person with the cause.
Well, yeah, or, for example, if somebody comes and says, I'm only going to be here today, and, I have this network of blogs, what could I be doing to support this movement? Like talking to them about, creating stories on their blogs, outside of here, to support what's going on, because this is really a world conversation that we're having. This is not just, the demands of 400 people that happen to be living in this plaza. This is a world conversation that needs to be happening.
So we're saying that folks come up, that visionaries, they want to become involved, and you kind of give them a focus sort of thing, or they ask you?
Well, we actually ask them. We ask them, what's important to them.
What do you want to
what kind of talents they have, what would really get them excited about participating in all of this, what would make them excited.
Yeah.
And then, once they come up with what they want to do, say, you're the person to do it. Why don't you?
So it's sort of like a boost. You're kind of
Absolutely.
And how's it going over here? Are you satisfied with the way it's been going?
It's been interesting so far. I mean, you have a lot of different kinds of folks coming and talking to us. People with different kinds of ideas of what they're wanting to see happen.
So you're helping them formulate.
That's where we're trying to facilitate. Absolutely.
Okay. What do you think, Mike? It's going well? It looks like it's quieting down a little bit.
Well, the march just started, so everybody left. They went with the march.
Oh, where are they marching to?
I don't know.
Oh, so they. This is the starting point, and they're heading for the bridge again.
I don't think so.
Okay. So the march is out. So that's where they were going. They're heading out for March.
Yeah.
Mike, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Marcy.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for leading
Nice
me
to-
and focusing me on this thing.
Good.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you. So that's what's happening. Those folks that we were marching with a little bit, we're heading off to March, and where they're heading, we don't know, but that's where they're heading. Okay, we were in the park. It's gotten a little less people in here right now. Again, because of March. So I guess they're heading out. A lot of people sleeping out here. I see some air mattresses. Closed corporate tax religious groups. Hi. Can we speak for a moment?
Sure.
Yeah. Your name?
My name's Frances Mercanti Anthony.
Hi. Sorry?
Frances Mercanti Anthony.
Wow, that's a big one.
It's a big name. I know.
Mercanti in relation to the referee, Arthur Mercanti?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. Well, explain the sign and what's happening with you today.
Well, I'm here because I'm tired of the socioeconomic inequality in this country. I'm tired of seeing people lose their homes and their jobs. I'm tired of the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer.
Are you a poor getting poor or rich getting
Yes. No, I'm poor getting poorer.
Poor getting poor?
Yeah. It's October 5th. I haven't paid my rent yet, so it's I'm unemployed. I lost my job about 5 weeks ago. So
5 weeks ago?
Yeah, well, I'm an actor, so I go in and out of shows. So, it's typical for me to be out of work for different periods of time, but it's always hard. And it used to be that I could go out and get a waiting tables job pretty easily, but those are fewer and harder to come by. There's really, really very little work out there.
Wow. Have we seen you anything? What's that, stage or movie?
I'm sorry?
Stage, film, TV?
I do mostly Broadway. I've done a few Broadway shows, yeah. I was in a play called Jerusalem, and I was in a musical called Spring Awakening.
It sounds like off-Broadway kind of stuff. Well, maybe it is.
Sounds like what? Sorry?
Sounds like off-Broadway kind of stuff?
No, those were actually both Broadway shows.
A full Broadway
Yeah, no, real Broadway show. Yeah, Spring Awakening won 8 Tony Awards. So
Spring Weekend?
Spring Awakening. Spring Awakening, yeah. It was a big musical.
When was this?
That was back in 2007, I believe we won the Tony.
I'm in the middle of nowhere in South Carolina. So
well, that's nice. It was great. It was a big hit. It ran for like 2.5 years, so that was a lot of fun.
I've been out of town for a couple of years. So Spring Awakening, huh?
Yeah, it was a great show. Yeah.
A musical.
That was a musical, yeah. And the play that I just did was called Jerusalem, which came over from London. That was a play. It was really wonderful, and it's actually going back to London now. It's going to open in a few weeks back there. So.
Are you a singer?
I sing, but it's not my main thing. I'm a comedian, so mostly a comic actor.
Did you learn your craft here in New York?
I did. I went to school here. Yeah.
Do you know Mary Domino?
No, Mary Domino.
She does the stand-up comedy, a stand-up New York.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. No, I have I don't know that I've ever been to stand-up New York.
Yeah, Mary Domino, Scared Skinny. She has
Really?
show.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. Again, your name is, I know it's a 3.
It's okay. Frances Mercanti Anthony.
Frances Mercanti Anthony.
Yeah.
A name we can never forget. Thank you very much. I'm sorry I didn't know more about Spring Awakening.
Don't worry
Spring
about
Awakening.
it. Spring Awakening, that's what it was called.
Look that up.
Yeah. I don't think I'm on the Wikipedia page because I was an understudy and they don't print understudies on the Wikipedia page. which is ridiculous.
Oh,
but
that's terrible.
what are you gonna do?
Wiki, okay.
But I'm on the website somewhere.
I'll get you on a little wiki link. We'll get you on there. Thank you very much.
Take care.
Cheers, you too. Okay, moving along. Still looking for my friend Albergo. I've called him a couple of times without an answer, and he called me back and left a message, and I couldn't make out the message, but here we go. Okay, it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of quieting down a little bit here. And I'm going to come back and get some more kombucha. I'm going to come back and get some of that. Okay, we're moving along. Let's see who we have here. Looking for some folks to speak with. And looking for some folks who we have here. We've been to the info desk. Internet and open source. Let's check out the internet open source. Okay, let's head over here. Okay, legal. Is this the legal department?
This is the legal table, but the girl who's running it's not here.
Okay. And you're?
Huh?
And you're?
I'm not from legal. I'm not from legal.
Oh no. So where's the person? Is she from legal? Who'd be the person from legal?
She's not here right now.
Okay. And what's happening here? What does she do?
She just answers people questions.
Okay. Do you know where she is and when she'll be back?
She'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Okay, I'll float around. Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll try to get back to legal. And, okay. All right. I have said you're listening to New York City Visions. I'm your host and fellow New Yorker. Let's see if we can get some. Are you part of the group here?
What's that?
Are you part of the group or just looking on? Huh?
Well, we spent 4 hours driving down here to get here, so I guess we're part of the group.
Where'd you come from?
From upstate New York.
Whereabouts?
A little town called Bovina Center.
And you heard about the demonstration. How long ago did you hear about it?
Weeks already. We've been following it.
We've been involved forever.
Yeah. Involved in it?
Well, involved in the sense that we're
politically, very involved.
We're active.
We're active.
We're conscious, active, aware, and we got screwed.
What happened?
And we got screwed financially.
What happened?
Well, we lost about half our wealth, and obviously, people all around us are.
We're self-employed, so business, the economy's not great. People aren't buying tchotchkes and stuff that we make. Right. So, our stock portfolio went down. I don't think we'll ever be able to retire.
We're in the investing class.
Yeah.
I mean, so
invest.
we're with the working class, investing class,
entrepreneurs.
So you basically straddle the fence.
I don't straddle anything. No. What fence? I'm an American.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe in the free market economy, and I believe in equality,
right.
And I believe that people should have an equal say in how they live their lives.
As investors, do you feel any sort of pull in either direction towards the investment companies? I mean, because you've invested. Do I have that wrong? Or
well, there's just totally mass manipulation. I mean, from high frequency trading to how the shorts work. Yeah, we've had hundreds of thousands, and lost hundreds of thousands, and we watch how the ebbs and flow goes, and it's fixed.
It's a rigged market. It's rigged against the little people, us.
Yeah.
Is this a different demonstration than you're used to seeing?
I've been around 100 Vietnam demonstrations. I've been to Woodstock. I mean, which is as close to this as So I've been into both worlds.
I've been to anti-Vietnam rallies in Washington D.C. So that really dates me.
Right. How is this different anyway? Because they're occupying a space and it's been going on for days, and it shows no sign of letting up. The marches. Is this different somehow?
difference is it's amorphous. I mean, the beauty of this is the amorphousness of it. There is no direction, which is actually the best direction. The idea that there isn't a leader, there isn't you can see like 50 different policy, problems. If you had to put a sign up, I'm against this, or I want that, what would you say? I'm seeing, 50 different concepts.
That's what I've discovered. Everybody's got a different bent here.
Which
all
means
comes under one umbrella.
People are dissatisfied with the state of affairs.
Yeah. So Wall Street is the whipping boy.
No, it's not the whipping boy.
That's simplistic.
I don't mean to put
It's simplistic. It's very simplistic because
it breaks it down.
How you focus. What do you focus on? The main thing is greed. Okay, you want to say, where's Greed Street? I mean, where is the place where people are taking advantage of others? Where is it? Basically, Wall Street. You can use that name.
Right. So this is the focus.
It's a way of focusing. It's a way of focusing a point. And a point is dissatisfaction with the way the last 30 years since Ronald Reagan's regime started. That's where the country went downhill. Look what happened 46 to 78. I mean, that whole period of time, one parent could, put 3 kids, 4 kids through school, feed a family.
Take a vacation, have a pension.
Yeah, all that stuff. And then we had the 401ks with Reagan, changing the tax rate. I mean, Kennedy, Eisenhower, the rates were up. You make $3 million. Okay, after that, you pay 90% of it. So if you're, I'm a business owner. So if I had to pay that money into the government or take that 90% of my tax and put it back in my business, I would put it back in my business.
Right.
And if I put it back in my business, I'd make more money, have more workers, and have more prosperity surrounding me. So that's the difference. The tax rate isn't so much taking. The tax rate is where you don't give it to your left pocket and then take it out of your right pocket. You basically, that incestuous type of situation is what the problem really is. People say tax the rich. No, you don't tax the rich per se. You tax the excess profit. That's what they, people just use like, a bumper sticker terms. It's not exactly taxing the rich. To tax a certain point, if you can't be satisfied with $3 or $4 million, then you got a problem. And then past that point, then the money the $4 or $5 million you made came from the commons. It came from the highway system. It came from this public education. It came from all the defense. You're a rich guy. You want to make sure your laws are enforced. You want the police to protect your property. That's if you don't have a sense of fairness, you're a sociopath. So basically, we have a what's the term?
High-functioning sociopaths.
Yes. We have a bunch of high-functioning sociopaths running around. The me generation has taken over in a lot of ways. High-functioning sociopath because there's a door open so I can go in and just take a little bit. Oh, I'll take a little bit more. And these are the people that are causing the problem. So how do you focus that? You say Wall Street. It's not Wall Street. It's basically excessive greed.
It's a symbol of excessive greed.
Does Wall Street rule the world, or does the world rule Wall Street?
Neither. That's once again that kind of thing. That kind of thinking, a dichotomy thinking doesn't work.
No.
I mean, because there are the word Wall Street. People, it doesn't mean anything.
Well, you've got 6 banks that are have 60% of this country's GDP. So
it's basically they used to use the term when Eisenhower gave his speech in '53. Saying that the military-industrial complex, it wasn't military-industrial complex, it was a military-industrial congressional complex. And the idea of this whole Citizens United, the whole codifying of the ability for people to be considered, the whole precept of why they're saying that corporations are people came from Santa Clara versus Union Pacific, decision. And most people don't realize the history of that. It was a precedent set by a mistake, basically. It was a misreading of a decision, and it was actually the opposite decision. But ever since then, they use it as a precedent, and they've been using this term over and over again. Corporations don't live, breathe, get born. They used to have a lifespan of 10 years, and most people don't realize all this stuff. Everybody's walking around using bumper sticker phrases. This is no good. Civics isn't taught anymore. just like gym class is not taught. I mean, people, the focus of how we educate our people is biased. I mean, most of the school books come out of Texas because they have the first and largest school system. So I mean, the whole system is rigged, and it's rigged for basically to put down people because I'm a business owner. I don't want people wanting to get paid $100 an hour. I want them to get paid $6 an hour. But if I think that way, then I have unhappy people, I have bad work, and blah, blah, blah. But people just think that short-term profit picture, the idea of this quarterly profit, you must make this much more, it's just not good thinking. And it's like they act so religious. I mean, every religious precept has it about a greedy man can't get through it's easy to get through the eye of a needle than a camel. All the Christian concepts that they profess is totally
feed the hungry, clothe the poor.
Yeah. So all that stuff. Once again, I don't want to get hippy dippy. I don't want to get hard on the other side. But basically, people just don't think. And whose problem is that? It's all of our problem. And finally, some people are just sick.
I took a picture of it.
Oh, okay, there you go. So,
isn't it beautiful?
Wow. Is that a sign?
Yes, it's actually a flag.
Gotcha.
A flag of the earth. It was right where we are, but it just got moved.
Have you been here from the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah. How has it grown since then? What sense are you getting from the folks over here?
Oh, there's a great sense of solidarity and the great joy.
Yeah.
People seem to really be happy to be here and to be together and to just have different outlets for arts and cultures and media and discuss politics and the things that they want to develop in their future.
Yeah. And pizza being sent in.
Oh, and this revolution includes pizza.
Yeah.
And kombucha on tap. We just 10 minutes ago, someone showed up with 2 different types of kombucha on tap.
Okay, what is kombucha? Explain kombucha.
Kombucha is like a fungus, kind of like a mushroom that you keep in a jar, and you feed it tea and sugar. And then it grows, and then you can break it off into pieces, and it has babies too. And you make a tea out of it, and it's just super good for you.
Well, I didn't have my earpiece in, so I guess I'm going to hear this later on. But did you say fungus?
Yeah, it's a fungus.
Okay, that hurt. But it's tasty.
It's really tasty. Have you yet to try it?
Yeah, I left it someplace. I'm gonna have to go looking.
Oh yeah, it kind of tastes like beer or something.
So it's a fungus, and explain it again. Now that I hear it's a fungus.
Well, you keep it in a glass jar, and you feed it lots of sugar, black tea, and then it grows. Yeah.
It's a living organism.
It's a living organism.
Welcome to New York City Visions. I'm your host and fellow New Yorker, Herb Malsman. We're going to try to make this Wall Street Occupy, support the Wall Street occupation, economic justice. We're going to try to turn this into a 2-parter. This will be part 2. We're still in the park, and the demonstrators are marching now. You've got the Corps in the park doing signs and feeding demonstrators. And there's a tremendous togetherness here. These folks are really coming together. There's something really unifying about what we're looking at. Hi, and you're?
I'm Jenna and Matanza.
Jenna, hi. Oh, you're a sign maker?
Yes.
Okay, what have you done? Are you making signs sort of on order, or are people coming up and asking for signs?
I'm making signs of the earth.
Of the earth?
Yeah.
Okay. What are some of these signs?
Right, Wall Street, all day, all week.
We're on the line. Occupy the Hood, Twitter, Revolution Anti-Less is bullshit. You should be here. Occupy the Hood. So you're in the line of march right now. We're marching together. We've kind of left it behind a little bit, and that's what's happening. And that's what's going on. We're kind of moving around. I've got a new battery in. I'm gonna put myself on pause and get back in the car and see who else we can find. Let's pause. I was in Port for one, so let's do it again. I'm gonna start from the beginning. You folks have been sleeping. This is gonna sound strange. You folks have been sleeping here. You've been here since September 17th. Right?
Almost 12 days.
12 days, and again we were talking about the weather because I had the machine on pause. We were talking about the weather, and you were talking about the homeless sleeping in the rain all the time. So relate to your experience here.
Yeah, like I said, the homeless sleeping in the rain and in the snow and in all the.
Have babies. It has babies.
And what's the name of the organism?
Kombucha.
Kombucha.
Yeah.
And what is it native to? What country?
South America.
South America. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna have to go find my kombucha.
Yeah, go try it.
Again, your name is
Jenna.
Jenna. Jenna, have you been here from the beginning?
Yes.
Okay. And it has grown since then.
Well, today is a really big day. Today's a huge march.
All right. That's what's going on. Jenna, thank you very much. And kombucha.
Yeah, kombucha. Kombucha and pizza.
Kombucha and pizza.
Never forget.
Folks, kombucha and pizza, the combo works.
The combo works.
The combo works. Thank you, Jen. Okay, moving along, we're gonna kind of walk with the marches a little bit. You can hear what's going on. Let's listen to some of the music as we go.